Step into the cottage, the air feels strange. Gemini candles flicker, cards rearrange. Auntie Kara whispers, what's your plight? Under her gaze, stars ignite, ignite. Shadows dance on the walls, truth on the tongue. The deck flips fast, your soul just begun. What's your question? She'll get the answer. Spin the wheel, it's a cosmic dancer. Auntie Kara's never knows your soul. From Gemini twins to the blackest hole. The moon's in your corner, but the fool's in play. A pentacle shines, what's it trying to say? Swords cut deep, cups overflow. Auntie Karen's eyes see what you don't know. Stars align, but cars collide. Mystic wisdom, no place to hide. What's your question? She'll get the answer. Spin the wheel, it's a cosmic dancer. Auntie Karen Sarah knows your soul. From Gemini twins to the blackest hole.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to mini readings. Hello, Tony, Stacy, Jessica. How you guys doing? Jessica, you are first on the list. Whoop whoop. Hey, Aries Queen, how you doing? Good to see ya. Let's. Where is my doohickey? There it is. You know what a doohickey is, right? Let's do the. Hey, Gina. Let's clear some energy. It's a mini reading thing. So here we go. All right, here we go. Yay. All right. Hey, Pauline, thank you for that. I'm glad you're here. Sharon, you can do PayPal. You can do PayPal. If you click the link that's at the top of the chat for my, yeah, you can do PayPal. Yeah. And it's, if you go through the link at the top of the chat, it's, you'll get the option of paying through PayPal. Hey, Miss Laura, what's up? Good to see you guys. How's everybody doing? We're getting ready to get started. Oh, I put the list up, but I gotta put it on the screen, don't I? There we go. That would help, right? That would help, right? But yes. All right, Jessica, you are up first. Let's see what is up with Jessica. Where you at? Okay, we're doing advice for Jessica. So let's pull an advice spread for Jessica. Let me timestamp for you, my love. Advice for Jessica. Let me see. General January. Okay, yeah. We're going to pull you some advice, see what you need to know. Hey, Chloe. Chloe, when did you book? Greeny Joey, how are you? Hey, Michelle, yes, ma'am, I am here. Chloe, when did you book and what name under? What name did you book under? I can look for you in a minute. But let's do an advice spread for Miss Jessica. Here we go. Let's do an advice spread for you, Jessica. Legit. Too legit to quit. Give me some advice for Jessica. Jessica, if you've got tell me your zodiac sign, Jessica. Give me advice that Jessica needs. What advice does Jessica need for January? You make your own happiness, Jessica. That's coming out. Remember, happiness starts on the inside, not from outside circumstances. Your outside circumstances are always going to match what your inside is already vibing at, okay? That's a piece of advice. So be sure to don't look for external happiness. That is something that's going to be fleeting. All right. Thank you, Lapis Luna. Aries, Sun, Gemini, Moon, Scorpio, Rising. Okay. Let's see what else we've got for you for advice, Jessica. Give me advice for 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 Jessica. Jessica, there is something here that you need to speak up for yourself about. You need to speak your truth. And I kind of feel like this may have to do with a money situation, possibly family, but it looks to me like you need to speak up for something. It could be that you are going through some sort of a rough time. And if you are, I think speaking up for yourself, advocating for yourself, whatever this is, and kind of letting the chips fall where they may. All right. I want you to not worry about isolating yourself from others, because if you speak your truth authentically, we don't have to unnecessarily be mean, but we don't hold back our truth either. There's that authenticity that comes from a confident place, and speaking up for ourselves. I just want you to know that I feel as though, Jessica, you will absolutely have a breakthrough, and you'll actually feel better if you're more authentic and if you're advocating for yourself. But there's something here. You could be being taken advantage of financially. You could be feeling like you're left out of something, or like you've been overlooked, or something of that nature. And I kind of feel like you may feel burdened about that. Or maybe it's just that you feel like you need to get something off your chest. It looks that way to me, like there's something here that you don't need to hesitate to speak your truth about. It's time to speak your truth and just let the chips fall where they may. The people that are supposed to be in your tribe will be there. Okay. And if people, are going to be off put just because you advocate for your own boundaries and what's rightfully yours and that sort of thing, they don't need to be there anyway. That's the advice I'm getting. That, and the part about make sure you look for your happiness first on the inside. That's where it starts. Okay. That's what I got. That's what I got for your advice. All right. Yes. The man, the myth, the legend, Uncle L in the house. What's up, Uncle L? Taylor, you are up next. I just got a payment from someone just now. Let me see who that was. Hang on. Let me go over to my PayPal. You're welcome, Jessica. Did that help? Is that seem something like what you needed? Let me see here. Okay, good. Oh, hey, Chloe. Okay. Yes. That is if you booked that one, Chloe, that will have that will be done privately. It'll be done in as a pre-recorded reading. Okay. Oh, this is Ren. Okay. It'll be done as a pre-recorded reading, and you'll get an email from me with that link, Chloe. If that's okay. I think I see you. I think I remember having you on the list. Are you, Chloe, I don't, let's see here. Let me look. All right, I don't want to get confused. Let me make sure I see you on that list, Chloe. Hold on one second. Yes, I do have you for that. And you did book that today. You sure did. No, you're fine. I would much rather people ask. I don't want people to pay me and then, because I mean I do get mixed up sometimes. So, I'm glad you asked. I am not infallible. That is for sure. All right. All right, let's go to Taylor. Now, Chloe, if you want, I can read for you tonight, or I can do you privately. It's up to you. You let me know. And if you want to be read tonight, I'll put you on the list in the order that your thing came through. All right. All right, let's go to Taylor. And Taylor, you paid me the difference. So you sent me a question, and that's cool. We got you. You paid for one question totally. All right. So Taylor, why am I the target of work gossip again? Oh, good Lord, Taylor. Oh, okay. Give me 1 second, Taylor. Taylor won't get mad at me, Uncle. She won't get mad at me. You'll wait? Okay, love bug. All right, let me go look. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a minute. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's too I'm sorry. I wish I can't tell y'all, but like it's just so damn funny. Okay. Whew, that was funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I fell on the floor. Y'all are crazy as hell. That's all I'm gonna say. If there was a hell, we would be going straight there. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. I did too. I snorted. All right, Taylor. I love you. Thank you for being patient, sweetie. All right, Taylor, let's go. Let's do it. All right, here we go, Taylor. Why am I the target of work gossip again? It has happened to me before. All of 2024, first half of 2025. Now it's happening again. You are a Capricorn. All right, Taylor, let's see. Let's see what we got for you. What's going on with this? What's going on with this with Taylor? Give me other people's perceptions. Give me other people's perceptions of Taylor. Other people's perceptions. Give me other people's perceptions of Taylor. Okay. Taylor, here's the thing. They know that you get shit done. Period. That's what this is. Page of Wands, the World, Ace of Swords. All right. You ain't nothing but it's okay. I knew it could have been several different things. And look, I'm a Capricorn moon. I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but sometimes in the workplace, Taylor, sometimes we can be just a little bit bitchy. And that's why I ask for their perceptions, because I wanted to see, is she coming across to these folks bitchy? And if you were, then I was going to take a step back and da-da-da-da-da. It's not that. They don't see you as a bitch. No, they don't see you as a bitch. They see you as a mover and a shaker, and you'll get shit done. So what I think, Taylor, is they are jelly. I think you just got, Uncle, I need that recording. Got a couple haters. I can't do it. But you got haters. Flat out, Taylor. That's what it is they're jelly because you get things done. Yes, you're not lazy. Exactly. So I wanted to find out, what was the real problem. Yeah, give them something to talk about. Gina ain't lying. Yeah, Capricorns are serious by nature, particularly when it comes to work, right? And I mean, I know, I get it, and that's not a bad thing. Well, hey, Emil, come make some trouble with us. But the fact that you get shit done and the fact that you're serious about work, you take it seriously. Capricorns are very serious about getting shit done and doing their work, right? So you got haters. You got people that are just shit talking. They're just haters. And I'm going to be real. It's because you figure shit out. Ace of Swords. That literally tells me, Emil, you are so kind. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, my little Aries friend. Ace of Swords. That's a winner. Okay? You're a winner. And look, the world card, you overcome shit. Okay, this is like rite of passage, major breakthroughs kind of shit. So when things seem impossible, here comes Taylor. She gets it done. Everybody else is standing around talking about how it can't be done, and Taylor's just doing it and winning. This is triumph over adversity, by the way. The Ace of Swords, it's truth coming out. It's triumph over adversity. The right people are going to know the truth. I will say that, Taylor. And it's hard. God, it's hard whenever you've got haters around you, But that's the short version. They're freaking jealous of you. They're jealous because because here's why, Knight of Wands. Because you're self-motivated. Nobody has to tell Taylor, we got to get, you just do shit. You just get it done. And you don't wait around. You just get up and you tackle stuff. Knight of Wands. That's a very energetic, passionate, and look, the Sun. It's because you're successful. It's because you're successful. You must be a fairly happy person at work too. I'm kind of getting that. That pisses that you are. This is crazy. You're a Capricorn and you're optimistic. Are you okay, Taylor? What do you have, Jupiter somewhere or something? But look, you Capricorns are usually so serious and somber. Why the hell is this telling me that you're a happy-go-lucky, optimistic person at work? They fucking hate that. They fucking hate that. You're always happy and childlike. Okay, it ain't your Capricorn. It must be another place in your chart. Look, I love Capricorn. I do. It's a favorite, okay? And I'm in Capricorn moon. But you and I both know that's not where your optimistic energy comes from, Jupiter and Aries. There you go. Oh, there's that Knight of Wands, too. That's that fiery energy there. They hate that. The happier you are, the more that pisses them off. And your optimism, that's why you get shit done. That's why you're a winner. The optimism is why you win. One reason. That, and because you're not a lazy whore, you get up and do shit. So there's your answer right there. There's your answer. Keep vibing. Look at here. You don't need them. Look at here. 9 of Pentacles. You do not need them. You have so got this. Okay? You can carve your own path. You can blaze your own trail. Right? In fact, Jupiter and Aries kind of suggest that. That is true. If you work too hard, people take advantage of you. And that's a thing that Capricorns can struggle with, is boundaries in the workplace for sure. Right? But that's what I got, Taylor. That's what I got. 9 of Pentacles. That's about independence, autonomy, being, sometimes working by yourself. It can speak to self-employment, but I mean, I don't know if that's something you've ever thought about or not. But that's what's up. Yeah, don't make Taylor mad with that Jupiter in Aries. But yeah, it's got to be that. With all the stuff I'm getting, it's got to be that. That's what I got, Taylor. I hope that helped you, love. Yeah, but I hope that helped you. I know it didn't make it go away, but at least maybe it explains it. If that makes sense. Cancer moon goes stabby stab. I know, right? But I know it didn't make it go away. But, and to be honest, in a situation like that, Taylor, there's not really a lot you can do except just, stay in your lane, and the right people are going to see. That's why the Ace of Swords was there. Okay. They're not going to be successful in that stuff, though. That kind of stuff never works for people, not in the long run. And you're a Capricorn. You know how Saturn works. Saturn doesn't lose somebody's address, that's for sure. There you go, Taylor. They're probably jealous of that too. You know what I say? Here, Taylor, this is what they need to do. This is what they need to do right here. Don't throw something at them though. All right, don't do it. But that's what they need. They need to get their butt on out of here. All right. You're the only one here that will go far in life, not these idiots. See, your boss knows. Your boss knows, Uncle. That's funny. I'm telling you. But I hope that helped you, my love. I hope that helped you, Taylor. Gina. Gina, my cornbread sister. Yeah, they just don't like how happy you are. Some people, that really does trigger people, especially people that are unhappy. Yeah. I know you're ready. All right, let's go, Gina Bina. Gina Bina, the Scorpio. 2 questions. First, okay, let's take a look at Scorpio coal miner. I'm curious what he thought too. Miss Gina. What did the coal miner think about this random serendipitous meeting? What did the coal miner think of this very random serendipitous meeting? What did the coal miner think about that? What did the coal miner think about that? Give me the coal miner. Current thoughts about that, or what did he think at the time and now? Just give me all of it. The coal miner, please. Coal miner, please. Give me the coal miner. Coal miner. Give me a coal miner. Oh, regret. 7 of Swords in the reverse. Emperor. Ace of Swords. Exposed. He feels exposed. He feels scene. He feels like you know the whole truth about this situation. And with the Emperor in the reverse, he felt little. He felt little. He's like, she knows I'm not really into this thing. She knows. She sees. She knows the truth. She knows the truth. Exposed. Coal miner felt exposed, my little cornbread friend. Yes, we both know what this is. Yes. And he knows you know. He knows you know. But also regret. He felt, I think with that Emperor reversed, yeah, you know things. I think he felt, okay, let me talk about it, Gina. I don't, yeah, because I happen to know the backstory on this. Okay. I know about the little interchange. So, based on what I'm seeing in the cards, and then what I have knowledge of is what we talked about the other day. He is very intimidated by you. Did you do anything wrong? No. All you did was walk in there with your ascended, high vibrational, divine feminine energy and not give a shit about anything in the most happy way. You Queen of Wands to his ass. That's what Queen of Wands will do. She's happy, she's cheerful, she has no fucks to give, and she will absolutely not put up with bullshit. And she'll call bullshit out with a smile on her face. You and that big divine feminine ascended high vibrational energy made him feel tiny. Emperor reversed. You saw him. You knew the truth and you called it out. You called it out, my friend. So yes, he felt intimidated. He realized how small he is in comparison to you, if you know what I mean. And you know, Gina, you already know this, that my advice on that would always be don't water yourself down. No, let him climb up if he wants to get to you. No, we don't go downhill. I know you were kind. You were kind. Is he short? I don't know, but he's short energetically. Energetically, Gina is 10 foot tall and he's, I don't know, 6 inches. But yeah, yeah. But energetically, you towered above him. No pun intended, Scorpio. Let's see what else we got. What else can I do? 4 of Wands in the reverse, 10 of Wands. Oh, he took that with him. He took that with him. You know what? I want to get more. 10 of Wands. He definitely took that with him. That's a heavy energy, okay? I do think that's regret with that 7 of Swords in reverse, 10 of Wands in the upright. I want to see why the 7 of Cups, 4 of Wands in reverse has come out. Three of Swords in the reverse. Judgment. 7 of Wands in reverse. He's starting to think about Gina, he's already starting to think about how he can get out of this mess. He's looking at options to get out of this mess that he's made. I'm going to tell you that right now. And the Judgment card is here. You know that means renewal, reconciliation, resurrection. You got through his boundaries with the 7 of Wands here in the reverse. All right. 3 of Swords in the reverse. I definitely think he has regret. Hanged Man. You really made him think. You really made him think. Nine of Swords. 5 of Wands. He's all over the place in his head. But that's what's up. He's already taken a step back going, how the hell can I get out of this mess? Shocked and shook. Yeah, he was. I see it. He was taken aback, and he's still thinking about it. It's still heavy on his mind. You left him with that, which is perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm going to see about your second question. What will he do the work? Will he climb that ladder? Let's see here. Will he actually do any work on himself? Let's see what the energies look like, Gina. Will he actually work on himself? Will he actually work on himself? Will he actually do the work? Will he actually do the work? Will he actually do the work? Hold on a minute. You caught him at a vulnerable time where, for some reason, he was more open to what. It's not what you said. It's what you didn't say, but modeled. Do you understand what I'm saying with that, Gina? You caught him at a time where I think he's definitely, I see a page turning. 7 of Wands in reverse, the world in the uprights would suggest that he has had a, what is the right word? Aha moment that he's got stuff he needs to work on. You got to him. You got to him, Gina. And the way that all went down was just insane. He's motivated. He's motivated. He's motivated. He knows he's got work to do. Why is that here? I think he will. Okay. You know what he tells me? Step 1 is to get myself away from this mess. That was what I wanted to see. Step 1 is to get myself away from my current mess. I got to free myself of this mess, this responsibility I've taken on. Next, I need to work on myself. Star card. Next, I need to apologize. Justice card. I need to take responsibility for my actions. The thing, 3 of Pentacles. Good. The thing that encourages me about Hierophant. The thing that encourages me about this, Gina, is I'm seeing major arcanas in the energies with this guy. Major arcanas. And that is more lasting. Usually there are planetary influences that have to do with those major arcanas. That, the lesson kind of, the bastards up there in the sky, they're not bastards. They have our best interest at heart, but they sometimes will drag us, Saturn, Uranus, Pluto, those kind of things, those planets, right? There's some very, it's just a lot stronger, more lasting energy with the major arcanas, and the milestones of this reading in particular in the answer to this question are major arcanas. We have the World card, we have the Justice card, we have the Star card, we have the Hierophant. The minor arcanas are in support of this stuff, okay? But that's encouraging, and I feel like there has been, I'll be honest with you, Gina, based on what I know about the entire situation and what I'm seeing in these cards, I think that what happened the other day was a major disruption to where the energy was heading. I think he always knew. He just didn't want to admit it, but now he kind of has no choice. You're just in his face in the most sweet, loving way. We both know what this is. I love that. Such a badass. Oh, and y'all, Gina looked good too. She was looking hot. She was definitely looking like a hot buttered piece of cornbread. Wasana, get on the list for a reading. All right. I can definitely answer your question. All right. Happy New Year to you too. I think him seeing me in the flesh, being brilliant and amazing without worry. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. That was such a serendipitous divine appointment. That's crazy. I love it. All right, Gina. There you have it. Michelle, let's see. Let's see if I did. When did you PayPal me, Michelle? Let me look. Gina, I hope that helped you. Yeah. Well, he's probably scared, but in a different way. I mean, change is scary, you know? Hugo, that was so funny, Green Eyed Devil. That was just epically funny. Oh my God. I'm looking, Michelle. You said maybe about 15 minutes ago. Let me see here. I do not have it, love. I don't have it, baby cakes. Yeah. No, I don't think he's scared you'll sting him. No. Because if you were going to sting him, you would have got him the other day. Michelle, yes, it just came through. And so did Stacy. All right, we got Laura and then Ren and then Stacy and then Michelle. I got you, love. I need to update the list. All right. Green Eyed Devil. I think Green Eyed Devil hit it, and she don't even know the backstory, but yeah. You know what's crazy, Gina? We were talking about Piggly Wiggly the other night at over at Uncle L's. That's what's so crazy. Yeah, it was just crazy. That's funny. All right, so up next is Pauline. Chicken and waffles is popular. I like chicken and I like waffles, but I've never had it together. But that's apparently a popular thing, CJ. Yeah, she was looking good, Green Eyed Devil. She had it going on. I was so proud. So proud for her. All right, so Pauline had 2 questions. All right. So Pauline, what is your zodiac sign? And Pauline, is this someone that you are seeing right now who you're asking about? Do you mind me asking if you are seeing this person currently? You're a Leo and T is an Aquarius. Are you seeing T right now? But you were seeing him during the time that he was with this person? Pauline? Okay. All right. Well, let's see what we can find out. All right, let's see what we can find out, Pauline. All right, so T and Mary, let's see what 2026 holds for the two of them. T and Mary. T and Mary. What does 2026 hold for these two? Give me the future energies, 2026 specifically. Give me the future energies of T and Mary. Give me the future energies for T and Mary. Give me the future energies for T and Mary for 2026. How do they end up in 2026? T and Mary. Knight of Wands, Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Give me the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, please. They definitely have trust issues. With the Page of Swords here. It's not the most stable energy. We'll see. Give me the Queen of Pentacles here in the reverse. That can be here for a couple of reasons. So I don't see them splitting up. I don't see them splitting up. I do see them kind of trying to work things out, but I also feel like it's super unstable. He may be a bit of a player. I am picking up some player energy here. And I'll be honest with you, with that Queen of Pentacles, I feel like that this was money motivated or family motivated. I think that's why they are together. I'm not sure who the gold digger is, but one of the two of them is a gold digger. And one of them may even have an addiction that may be part of it, Pauline. So do I think they're happy? No, I don't. I don't think they trust each other. Do I see them breaking up? No. Do I see him cheating on her? Yes, if he gets the chance. It's unstable, but they'll stay together. Unhappy, but they will stay together. So that's what I got. That's what I got, Pauline. Mary is the gold digger in the attic. Yeah. So he does not trust her. There's buried resentments. There's a lot of baggage and resentments between the two of them. Well, probably if you would cheat with him, yeah, he would probably cheat with you. He doesn't look picky. He looks like he would be cheating with quite a few people. I've got the 7 of Cups here. So I don't think he's particularly picky about who he would cheat with. I'm going to be real with you, Pauline. I think he would keep you on the list. It looks pretty easy to get in his little black book. But yeah, player. I'll see if you'll hear from him. We'll talk about it. Will Pauline hear from T, the Aquarius? Will Pauline hear from T, the Aquarius? Will there be movement from T, the Aquarius, toward Pauline? got silence, literally silence. High Priestess, that is literal no communication at all. Eight of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords. He may keep tabs on you, but he's really good. His attempt is going to be to try to forget you. Devil in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. No communication. I don't see him reaching out to you. I don't. And I'm going to say this, Pauline, and you don't want to hear it, but I'm going to tell you the rest of the story. You are actually lucky, because even if he were to come towards you, and I'm going to take the player part completely out of it. Okay. Well, let's say he's an up and up guy and that he doesn't cheat. Let's just say he does not ever cheat, which we already know that to be not true. But let's just see that this guy is a jam up, honest, straight up guy. Let's say he's like that. If he breaks up with somebody and immediately comes towards you, guess what he's carrying? A lot of baggage. Okay. And guess what that does? It creates relationship endings and challenges. Okay. So what is actually happening for you is the universe is sparing you a heartbreak. And the universe asks you why you were hung up on a married man. Why would you mess with a man that would cheat on a woman? Why would you want to cheat with a married man? And if he came to you, if he cheated on her and then eventually left her and came to you, baby, how you get him is how you're going to lose him. Pauline, I'm telling you this from a heart full of love. Do not entertain this bullshit. You are worth, you're a whole person. You are 100% person. You don't deserve half. Okay. But even if he were to walk away from her and come straight to you, he's unhealed. He will hurt whoever he goes to if he leaves her. But I don't even get him leaving her. Okay. And if she's an addict, let me give you some cold hard truth about addiction. They cannot stay together unless he's an addict too. It is impossible. Either he will leave her or he will start using too. Well, I hear what you're saying. But you ask if he would cheat with you. Okay, so now I know you're just telling me what you think I want to hear. And I'm telling you this out of love. Don't tell me what you, don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining, Pauline. Don't do it, okay? I know what this is about, all right? Don't try to blow smoke up a psychic's ass, okay? We can see through that shit. I've been doing this too long. I know how this stuff rolls, okay? If he will cheat with you, he will cheat on you. And you deserve better than that. And I can tell you that all day long, Pauline, that because I know you deserve better than that. But you, at your core, you don't believe you deserve better than that, because if you did, you would not even be entertaining this at all. Yeah, because at this point, you're volunteering for it because you're staying in that energy. All right. So, Pauline, and I know this is, you may think that I'm being rude and mean, and I don't mean to be, but I get frustrated because people, women out there as a whole have a shitty self-esteem. And this is why men think they can get away with this kind of stuff with us, right? Yeah. Why do you want him? He is a cheater and he is a player. He cheated with you before, he would cheat with you again. Will he fuck you? Yeah, if you reach out to him, he'll bang anything with a hole. That's what my cards say. And he's got other issues. And the Knight of Wands is not a nice guy, usually. All right? I love him. He was my best friend for 20 years. Well, this is the thing. It's okay that you love him. I will never give you a hard time for your feelings. You will never hear me judge another person for who they love. Okay? I have loved players. I have. Here's the issue. I love myself more. I will not betray myself because I deserve better than that. I have loved players, but I will not My boundaries will not allow me, my self-respect, the love I have for myself, the respect that I have for all the work that I have done on myself, there is no way in hell I would do that to me. Let me put this to you another way, Pauline. I don't know if you have a daughter or a son. I have a daughter. Somebody said this to me a while back, several years ago, and it hit home. Somebody said to me, Karen, if your daughter was hung up on a man that was doing this to her, what would you do? And I said, I would have a fit. I would tell her in no uncertain terms to leave him alone. What do you mean? There's no way. And the girl said, you need to give yourself that same advice. Whatever is good for your daughter is good for you. Whatever is good. And sometimes, okay, if you don't have a daughter, do you have a best friend? If you have a best female friend, would you get after your female friend? Listen, Green Eyed Devil is my homie, okay? The girl that you see here in the chat, okay? Green Eyed Devil, what if I came to you and I was in Pauline's shoes? What would you say to me? And I know you don't have a lot of room because you got to keep it, but I want to hear what you would say to me as your homie. A friend would never do that to you. Yeah, he's not a friend, but Green Eyed Devil, you and I were friends, are friends. Would you let me hang out with you? You would come kick my ass if I hung out with somebody that in that kind of a situation. You can love them, but you don't have to let them in your life, and you don't have to let them fuck you over because you deserve to be treated better. You take a step back and you make a head over heart decision in these circumstances. And what do you love about him? The fact that he's a coward, that he's a liar, that he sneaks around, that he thinks it's okay to lay next to somebody and betray their trust every night. Yeah. What is it that you love? Can I tell you, I think, and this is going to be hard. It took me a long time to realize I thought I loved a person. I didn't. I was attached to them. And there's a difference. Pauline, I say this out of love. Here's what you owe yourself. You owe yourself to take the time out and work on yourself and do the shadow work. Baby, you've been honest. It's my turn to talk. You paid me money and I'm going to talk to you. Yeah, the reason you feel like you're home with him is because you are vibrationally aligned with somebody who treats you like shit. That makes total sense to me that you feel home with him. Of course you feel comfortable with him because you feel like he's what you deserve. You feel like you're vibrationally aligned to be attracted to and choose a son of a bitch for your partner. That should scare the shit out of you that you feel comfortable with a jerk. Isn't that a problem? That he feels like it is a trauma bond. Isn't that a problem? I'm glad you told me that, Pauline. It makes total sense to me. I would fully expect that because your self-esteem, and I love you, Pauline, but your self-esteem is in the toilet. All right? It's in the toilet. And that's why you feel like home to him. The problem is you need to take a time out from love altogether. Get yourself on a shadow work journey and fix yourself. And Pauline, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to even stand in judgment of you at all because I have been this girl. I have done this stuff. Okay. I have kissed men's asses. I have let them treat me like shit in my life. I have been beaten and thrown downstairs and cheated on and been the side chick. I have done it all. Okay. But let me tell you, I got off the hamster wheel of failed relationships. And I started healing and working on myself. And I started facing the fact that I was allowing people to treat me like shit. And so ultimately, it was me that was the common denominator. No, I'm not a bad person. No, I didn't deserve it, but I was allowing it. So yes, I was the common denominator. Okay. I literally kept signing up for it. And I had to take a step back and ask myself why. And I had to get to a place where I loved myself so much that I would rather be alone than to be treated like dirt. And until women as a whole will do that, the dating pool is going to continue to have pee in it. And I'm telling you this, I'm taking an extra amount of time than I normally do for mini reads. And there is a reason I'm doing that, because my passion is to reach people like you. Well, he was cheating on his wife. Isn't that enough, Pauline? But I've got a sneaky suspicion that if he is with an addict and he has been with an addict for any period of time, he's using too, baby. That's the only way those two can stay together. And if you are not an addict and you're not seeing him, that's probably why. And if he is an addict and you started seeing him, guess where you would be? So that's it. That's it. He's a married man. If he never cheated on with anybody but you, he's a player. That right there. You're fine, Michelle. I saw where you were asking. I was just on my tear, and I saw it come through, babe. I saw it, Michelle. I got you. I think somebody else may have booked on the other one too, but I got you, love. Don't worry. But that's what's up, Pauline. That's what's up. But Pauline, I want to tell you something. I know I said some harsh words today, harsh truths. I'm not going to apologize for saying those things because you needed to hear them. But I am going to tell you that those things came from the most sincere, heartfelt love that I have for people who are going through what you're going through. What you got from me was tough love, but it was love, no doubt. I hope that helps. All right. So let's see here. I have Michelle with one L, and then I have Caroline. No, Caroline didn't. She booked a 3-question reading. All right. So Michelle, you're after Michelle. So I've got Michelle with one L and then Michelle with 2 L's. Let me update the list. And Michelle Bell, if you want to email me your questions, you can do that, Michelle. You can send them on email. Just let me know if you did it so I can, know where to look for them. But we are on Mocha Draw. You can put MMB. Oh, I'll leave it like that if that's okay. But let's do Mocha. Mocha Drop. My little Virgo friend. Oh, Mocha, did you email me your questions? You did a Cash App too. Let's see here. I know what she needs, but I think I know what her question is about. Let me look at the last email I got from you. If Mocha is here, I think I know what Mocha wants me to read about because I know what's up with her. All right. Let's see what's going on with Mocha and this guy. Let's see what's going on with this guy. Let's dissect this. What's going on with this guy? All right. What does Mocha need to know about this Scorpio? What does Mocha need to know about this Scorpio? What does Mocha Drop need to know about this Scorpio? What does Mocha Drop need to know about this Scorpio? What does Mocha Drop need to know about this Scorpio? What does Mocha Drop need to know about this Scorpio? What does Mocha Drop need to know about this Scorpio? Oh, goodness. What does Mocha Drop need to know about this Scorpio? What does she need to know about this Scorpio? Hermit reversed. You have not heard the last from the Scorpio for sure. 5 of Wands, Page of Wands in the reverse. Mocha, the thing about it is there's so much turmoil with the 5 of Wands internally. It could be that I think he gets triggered and that's when he runs, Mocha Drop. That's when he runs. I think he gets triggered. I think that's why the 5 of Wands is here. I think that's why he disappears, Page of Wands in reverse. Give me more on the 5 of Wands. And that's just not a lot you can really do. I do think he's going to pop up again, though. Hermit reversed. I think he's going to pop up. Give me the 5 of Wands, please. Talk to me about the 5 of Wands. Two of Pentacles. Judgment. Page of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. Strength in reverse. 10 of Cups. This is the thing. Here's what I'm picking up. Mocha Drop. I feel like this Scorpio loves you very much, is happy when he's around you, and feels guilty for that. He feels like he's cheating on a ghost. And then he runs. I also think I know that the relationship with the kids, and his kids are a little bit older, looked good, but for some reason they are showing up here. Okay. No, I'm on Mocha Drop. Kim. But for some reason, the kids are showing up here. So I don't know if they have said something to him or if he's just concerned about that or what. But he starts to feel guilty, I think, for being happy. I think that's what's up. I think he gets triggered. And the problem is this. I feel like he's going to pop up, Mocha, and I feel like he's going to do this again. I feel like he's going to do this again. 4 of Cups. And he, you know what? Ace of Wands in reverse, yeah. Here's the problem, Mocha Drop. And I can understand why you let him, because I know the backstory on this thing, okay? And we have talked, on appointments and stuff. I can definitely understand why, given the entire situation, he came back and you guys were good and all of that. I can understand that. At this point, though, I think he loves the shit out of you. I really do. But I think he's going to do this again. And the problem this time with that 4 of Cups is he thinks when he pops up that you'll take him back. And it'll be hard not to, because I know you love this man with everything in you. But if you let him keep doing this, he'll just assume he can keep doing this. And so you may, I think this is going to be something that could turn into a pattern with him easily, if you let it. And my heart goes out because you are such a sweetheart and a kind soul, and you've done so much work on yourself, and you need to probably, unfortunately, I think he's going to pop up, and I think you're going to have to make a hard decision, or you'll probably repeat this. Does he love you? Without question. Without question. You make this man happy. You absolutely do. And that's the problem. He doesn't feel like he deserves to be happy since he lost his wife. It's like he wants to punish himself when it's not even his fault. That's what I'm picking up. Whew. That's what I got. That's what I got, my love. I hope that helped, Mocha. I hope that helped. All right. We are on Carlicia. And hey, Kim, you were asking, some of these folks did just like the quickie advice spreads, so they don't have questions. And I think Carlicia and Julianne both did that. No, Carlicia did a question, but Julianne and Latasha did advice. So those will go quick. But let's go to Carlicia. Let's go to Carlicia. Yes, CJ. All right, Carlicia. So Carlicia asks, will me and my ex fix the connection and get back together in the future? Carlicia, if you are here and you can give me your zodiac sign and the ex, that would be amazing. But if not, it's okay. Oh, Michelle, I see your email. Lovely. I don't know if Carlicia is here. Let's see if Carlicia and the ex will fix things and reunite. Let's see if Carlicia and the ex will fix things and reunite. Do we see a reconciliation and repair between Carlicia and the ex? I'm going to put that over there. Let's see what we got. Crystal Davis, you can find the Leo timestamp on the all signs. It's over on the all signs, okay? Will there be a reconciliation between Carlicia and the ex? Will there be a reconciliation between Carlicia and the ex? Seven of Swords in the reverse, Five of Wands, Page of Pentacles. I don't see a reconciliation. I see some drama. I feel like ultimately, he's going to choose to remain friends or be friends. He may friend zone you or something of that nature. He also, there's something here. I don't see any real communication from this ex toward you. Not really. Knight of Swords in the reverse. If there is communication, it may not be honest. All right. But I see some drama around this situation. There is possible communication, but there's drama. Yeah, Lovers in reverse. I don't see you guys working things out. And I think if there is communication, I think you guys will be at odds. There is a possibility that he's involved with someone else, Carlicia. I did get that. He may have kids with somebody. That's another thing. But I don't see this thing really. Yeah, there's some kind of blockage, and there's a good possibility that there is someone else. All right. So I don't see it, Carlicia. I just don't see it, my love. I just don't see it. But I do see drama. I see drama and conflict. Possibly from a third party or around the third party situation there. I don't know if you're aware, but I think there's a possibility he is involved. That's what I got. So up next is Julianne. And Julianne is wanting January advice. So let's timestamp for Julianne. I got you, Anastasia. All right. Give me some January advice for Julianne. What does Julianne need to know for January? Julianne, if you're here and you can tell me your zodiac sign, that would be great. Oh, there, she was all ready for me. Virgo sun, Capricorn moon, Aquarius rising. Thank you, my love. I like having that. And I'm a cat moon as well. All right, give me advice for Julianne for January. Give me advice for Julianne for January. Give me advice for Julianne for January. Give me advice for Julianne for January, please. Give me advice for Julianne for January. Advice for Julianne for January, please. Advice for Julianne for January. Advice for Julianne for January. Julianne, I feel like this. You are getting advice about love, okay, and dating. You've got, I feel like people are going to be approaching you to go out and date, okay? They'll be moving toward you. Your advice is there is a past person in your energy as well that could be a time waster. Okay, that could be a time waster. So I believe that your advice is not to get impatient, and settle for someone that you know might be a time waster. Okay. It is better to be at home alone, having fun with thyself, than it is to go out with someone that you know is an ex. You will have a breakthrough around romance, and you absolutely will heal. Give yourself time to heal. But I feel like if you are asked out, it may be from this ex, okay? But give yourself time to heal from that and move forward, because I think you have better later. All right. So I hope that that helps. I hope that that helps. I do see you getting over this person. I do see you having this renewed sense of optimism. I absolutely do see things. I literally see you becoming, not worrying about that so much and it not hurting you so much. And I see you feeling better and getting out there. I do. But I do feel like don't rush the process is another part of this. You won't be single forever either. I don't think you're getting married in January, but just know you're not going to be single forever. You don't have to settle for that. That's what I got. I hope that helps you, Julianne. I hope that that helps you, love. And next up is Latasha. All right. So Latasha is asking for some advice. So we will see if we can get some advice for Latasha. All right. Latasha, what does Latasha need to know? Give me some advice for Latasha. Give me some advice for Latasha. Advice for Latasha. Advice for Latasha, please. Advice for Latasha. Advice for Latasha. Advice for Latasha. Advice for Latasha. What does Latasha need to know? What does Latasha need to know? Advice for Latasha. Advice for Latasha. Thank you, Julianne. Advice for Latasha. Advice for Latasha, please. Wheel of Fortune. Moon in reverse. Six of Swords in the reverse. Here's what I get. Be patient, because there is something here that is troubling you. And if you wait this out, the tide is going to turn and something is going to be exposed. All right. Is that you? Or Latasha, if you were asking about a specific thing, honey, you would need to ask a question. All right. This is just general advice is what you paid for, Latasha. So that's what we're going to give you. But the wheel is about to turn in your favor because something is going to be exposed. You feel stuck about something, but if you'll wait, You're going to have something to be exposed, and the wheel is going to turn in your favor. All right. You're going to realize why you've been stuck, and it's going to help you to move forward with success. Absolutely. So I see you having success and healing from something once you find out the truth about a situation and about a person. All right. But you're always exactly where you're supposed to be. All right. Remember that. Things are always working in your favor. All right. But there's a wish coming true here. Remember this, there is somebody, here's what I'm picking up. Latasha, there is someone around you that you cannot trust, and you don't know it, but you'll find out. I think you're in the dark about this, but you're going to find out. And when you find out the truth, it's going to set you free, and you're going to move forward with a lot of success. That's what I get. I'm not sure if this is in the workplace or whatever, but someone is going to be exposed. The truth is going to come out, and there's a big win for you. Flat out. All right. So I hope that helps you. Be patient. Trust the process. You are going to have a big win with regard to this person that is in your energy that you cannot trust. All right. That's what I got. All right. Andrew is up next. You are welcome. You are welcome, Latasha. Andrew had 2 questions that he paid for. So let's see what we got for Andrew. All right, let's see what's up, Andrew. All right, so Andrew says, what are Rachel's true feelings toward me right now beneath what she shows or withholds? And then, is Rachel emotionally available to pursue this connection? We will see what we can find out, Andrew. Andrew, if you are here and you hear me, if you can let me know zodiac sign for you and Rachel, that would be great. But if not, it's not the end of the world. We can definitely read for you. Let me get Rachel's true feelings toward Andrew. Rachel's true feelings toward Andrew. Let's dig deep. I got it. I got you, Anastasia. Give me Andrew. Give me Rachel's true feelings toward 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 Andrew. Beneath the surface, Rachel's true feelings toward Andrew. Give me Rachel's true feelings toward Andrew. Six of Wands, Four of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. She enjoys the attention that you show her. She enjoys the attention that you show her. With the Six of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, those are both about attention. It is very surface, especially with that Four of Cups. This lacks a lot of emotional depth. I'm going to go low. I'm going to go deeper and just double check below that Four of Cups. But she it appears to be kind of surface her interest. Andrew, I'm going to be real with you. Give me the 4 of Cups. It appears that way. Let's just double check. Let's just double check. 3 of Wands. Andrew, I'm going to tell you what I think. I don't think you can trust this person to tell you the truth about her emotions. I don't think she really has emotion for you, but I think she may tell you that she does. This is going differently than I think you might have thought, okay? But I'm getting that she's kind of taking you for granted. I get that you can't trust what she tells you. I'm getting, here's what I'm going to predict, Andrew. I'm going to predict that she comes towards you and tells you she loves you. And she wants something with you. And I don't think she does. I don't think you can trust this. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse speaks to ulterior motives. 10 of Wands. 8 of Swords in the reverse. Ace of Cups in the reverse. That's an insincere offer. And I'm just getting too much that speaks to surface and ulterior motives. With that 10 of Wands, I almost, especially with this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Andrew, what I really think is she might be inclined to use a person to help her out of some tough situation. Like, for example, if she's going through a bad situation financially, maybe she's going through a bad breakup and you're a rebound, something of that nature. She's got baggage, though, the Fool card in the reverse and the 10 of Wands, okay? And I kind of feel like I'm going to dig deep on this 10 of Wands, Andrew. I'm going to dig deeper on this 10 of Wands. Magician. She's trying to figure out a way out of her problems. 10 of Swords. She may. Death reverse. She's hung up on an ex. She's not over an ex. All right. This, I feel like you are a safe place for her to fall. All right. I feel like you're a rebound. And I don't care how long it's been since she's had a breakup. She ain't over somebody. All right. And she just, yeah, your stability for her. So, your other question, is she emotionally available? Clearly, she's not, at least not right now. But we will ask that question because you did pay me to read for that. So I'm going to dig on that, Andrew. Give me a read on the emotional availability of Rachel toward Andrew. Tell me about the emotional availability of Rachel toward Andrew. Tell me about the emotional availability of Rachel toward Andrew. Two of Cups in the reverse. Cups are about emotion. When we have a Two of Cups that comes out in the reverse, many times that speaks to one-sidedness. It can definitely speak to emotional unavailability. When you have, the Two of Cups coming out in the reverse, Five of Wands, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. She's not even stable. There's a lot of inner turmoil with this person. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, distracted. Eight of Wands, Nine of Cups. She's very selfish. She's very into herself. It would be one-sided all day. That's what I got. That's what I got, my love. One-sided, even on the bottom of the deck. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. That's what I got. I wish I had had better, Andrew, and I'm sorry for that. There we go. All right. Kathy is up next. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go adjust my air. I'm a little bit hot. Give me just a minute. I'll be right back. And Kathy, when I come back, it's your turn. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, I'm back. I'm back. All right, go lay down. You're okay. Go lay down. All right, next up is Kathy. Hey, DG, it is not too late. We have more available. All right, so Kathy is a Pisces, divorced from a Gemini. Will he try for a reconciliation? And then we want to know about the appeal for the divorce decree. All right, my love, let's see what we got. Here we go, Kathy. Will this Gemini try for a reconciliation? Let's see what's up. Will this Gemini try for a reconciliation with Kathy the Pisces? Give me this Gemini, please. Give me this Gemini toward Kathy the Pisces. Give me this Gemini toward Kathy the Pisces. Do we see a reconciliation from this Gemini toward Kathy the Pisces? Yep. Let's see. Let's see, Kathy, if we see a reconciliation. Thank you. The Gemini toward Kathy, the Pisces, please. I'm going to have to clarify a couple of things. I think I think the Gemini may approach you, but here's the issue. I don't think the Gemini is really 100 on trying to work things out and trying to, the Gemini looks unstable. Let me just tell you, this Gemini looks super unstable, Kathy, because I've got the King of Pentacles here in the reverse, the Tower, the Justice card, the Sun, the Page of Cups in reverse, and then the World card. And so I kind of feel like this Gemini is very all over the place. Devil in reverse, Chariot. Sometimes this Gemini is coming in as coming towards you and moving away from you. So do I think that the Gemini will come toward you? I do. I absolutely do, Kathy. Do I think he will stay? No. No, I do not. I think he will be in and out as much as you allow him to continue to. So will he try for a reconciliation? Yeah, I think he will. And then I think he'll go cold again. And then I think he'll try to come back in again. And if you let him come in, he'll go cold again. So the short answer to your question is yes, I do think he'll try for a reconciliation. But I don't think he's solid. I'll be honest. I don't think this Gemini knows from 1 minute to the next what he wants. Strength reversed. Ace of Wands in reverse. One false start after another, and it would just exhaust you. Let's see if that you will get this appeal on the divorce. Let's see if you will get this appeal for on the divorce decree. Let's see how that will go. Will that go in Kathy's favor? This divorce decree, will that go in Kathy's favor? How will this go? This appeal for divorce decree, how will that go? Will that go in Kathy's favor? Will that go in Kathy's favor? Will that divorce decree appeal go in Kathy's favor? Will that divorce decree appeal go the way that Kathy wants it to? Will that divorce decree go in the way that Kathy wants it to? Yeah, I do think it will. I've got a celebration here. I've got you being happy about something. Why is this Knight of Wands here? King of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't know what you're appealing for, but I see you having a win. But I also ultimately see this affecting your stability. Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. I see you having a win on this thing, Kathy. And I do see you having this celebration, but ultimately I don't see the end result going well for you. It looks very costly in some way, financially or otherwise. It looks like there is something very draining here, financially or energetically. So I'm not sure what you're appealing, But in the long run, I'm not sure this would work that well. That's what I got. I think you would short term have some optimism, but then long term, there's some disappointment. I'm not sure what that's about, but I hope that gave you the information you needed, Miss Kathy. I hope so. All right. Support payments. Oh. So then if that's the case, if it's around support payments, I think you'll have a win, but I think for some reason he's going to waffle on it. And you'll have to, pursue it even harder. I think you'll get it awarded to you, but then I think that he's not going to do what he's supposed to do, and you're going to have to fight more legal battles to actually make him pay what you're awarded. That's what I would interpret that to be. That's what I would interpret that to be. So I hope that helps. All right. You have to pay him. Oh. I'm kind of wondering if you wouldn't have to pay him, but you'd have to pay for something else, like maybe pay his legal bills or something like that, or pay child support, or there's some other way you're going to get fucked over financially. That's what I feel like, Kathy. That's what I feel like. Let me just look again. Let me get a different deck. Tell me about this appeal. Tell me about this divorce decree appeal. Tell me about this appeal and how it affects Kathy. How will this go? How will this go? How will this go? How will this appeal go? How will this appeal go as it relates to Kathy? It's going to go the way you want it to. But he's going to pull something else with the 7 of Wands. He's going to pull something else, and it's going to create a hardship for you in another way. This is kind of very similar. I don't know if he can take this any further. I think this is going to go the way you want it to, Kathy, but I think he's going to try to pull something else. That's what I get. And I think it's going to be very encumbering. And ultimately, he's going to get you a different way. That's what I'm picking up. That's what I'm picking up. No, I think she's going to win this, Green-Eyed Devil. I think she's going to win it. I think, Kathy, I think you're going to have a win, but I think he's going to do something else that screws you over. I'm not sure what it is, and it is financial. There he is again, Knight of Wands, and he's trying to do it just to tick you off. That's what I got. That's what I got. Kind of a similar message. So short term, I think you're going to win this thing, but I think that there's something that he's got something else up his sleeve. Or he will have. That's what I got. You'll have to keep me posted on this, Kathy, but that's, I mean, I got that kind of thing from two different decks. Okay, and we got Nitra after Anastasia. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, love. I appreciate you booking a reading with me. All right, so let me put Nitra on the list. She's after Anastasia. All right. And next up, we have Miss Kim. So Kim, you asked a question, but you paid for advice. So I'm gonna pull you some advice. Unless you want to pay the difference, let me know. But Kim, if you're still here, let me know what you want to do. If you want advice or if you want to ask that question. Advice. Okay, love. We got you. We got you, my love. All right. Here we go, Kim. What does Kim need to know going forward? What does Kim need to know going forward? Give me some advice for January for Kim. 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 Okay, Kim, you may be in a situation or situations where people try to pull you into their drama. Remember, not my circus, not my monkeys. Choose your battles wisely. Don't let people suck you in to fight their battles. Let people fight their own battles, right? I feel like people also may try to trigger you or bait you into some drama. I don't know if this is at work. I don't know if this is friends or lover or family, but just know that not every battle is worth fighting. And not every battle is your battle. But even if it is your battle, is it even worth it, right? Take a step back and evaluate, is this even worth my energy? Could there be any good outcome from it anyway? And if not, step away. So I think that you may be in that situation. I do think that there is a turning point for you otherwise, though. I do see something coming your way in love, and you're advised, and it's new. It is new. You're advised to focus on moving forward and a new person. And I also think that your money flow looks good. Don't let people take advantage of you. Okay. When you've given all you can give and you've done all you can do, that's all you can do. Have some healthy boundaries. All right. Know when enough is enough. All right. I'm also getting that you were not called to be a doormat. You have outgrown being a doormat. Know your value. I see a major rite of passage. You may be healing from some codependency, yeah, or some toxicity. I kind of feel that way. But you're also advised to focus on self love. Really focus on honoring yourself. It's okay if you love somebody, but you got to love yourself more. All right. And you cannot pour from an empty cup. Focus on your own stability. Your money looks really good for January, Kim. I will tell you that. That's several cards that I got for that. That's what I got. I hope that that helps you. All right. Laura G is up next. And Laura G did 2 questions. Did it, Kim? Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was a pretty nice spread, Kim. That was a pretty nice spread I saw for you. Let me tell you what I think. I think your money is going to multiply in January. And I know that's not advice, but that's what I saw. And I do think you've got new love coming in. But love yourself. Honor yourself. Love yourself first. All right. Laura G, let's timestamp for Laura G. There she is. All right, my love, let's see what we got for you. Laura, been talking to a Cappy online from Tennessee. I'm curious to know how he feels about me. Is there potential we meet in the near future? Let's see what's up with this Cappy. I know you've got a Capricorn placement too. I remember that. I think you're a Cappy rising, if I'm not mistaken. How does this Capricorn feel about Laura the Gemini? How does this Capricorn feel about Laura the Gemini? How does the Capricorn feel toward Laura? Give me this Cappy toward Laura. Give me this Capricorn toward Laura. Give me this Capricorn toward Laura. Give me this Capricorn toward Laura. Give me this Capricorn, please. Toward Laura, how does he feel? How does this Capricorn feel toward Laura the Gemini? How does this Capricorn feel toward Laura the Gemini? How does this Capricorn feel? I saw that Emperor, man. How does this Capricorn feel toward Laura? Ace of Swords, a breath of fresh air. 10 of Swords in reverse. Why is the 7 of Swords here? Lovers. 4 of Pentacles. Okay. So here's what I got. A breath of fresh air. Ace of Swords. He's interested. And in many ways, you have renewed his faith in love. Okay. Made him feel like maybe not, yeah, Temperance card. Okay. He may be healing too. With that 10 of Swords in reverse and the Temperance in the upright, he may be healing from something. He has been betrayed. He has trust issues. He is guarded, but he is into you. He has some trust issues, Laura, but he's into you. All right. You got his attention. 8 of Pentacles. He's engaged. Okay. He's engaged. He's interested. I think he is of the mindset that he wants to get to know more. He wants to get to know you. He feels like you guys have a nice vibe. Okay. He does feel that. Like he feels you make him comfortable in a good way. All right. Like there's this flow. Okay. You do. Yeah. Page of Cups. You know, he's guarded, but he likes communicating with you. It makes him, it makes him happy. He likes that. He's going to be slow. He's going to be slow. Okay, good. He's going to be slow, but you definitely have his attention. He has some interest. All right. He has dealt with being jaded. I'm going to be real with you. He has dealt with being jaded, and that's fair. Yeah, it's kind of like you have given him this, oh, wow, there are good people in the world. That I wish I could explain this better than I am. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this and I'm trying to articulate it. Green-eyed devil, does that sound familiar? I'm feeling this and I'm trying to articulate it. Let me walk you through. You ran across this guy. He was jaded. Okay. He was flat out jaded. I think he wanted love, but I think he had just kind of felt like, yeah. And I think you walked across his path and he just went, what? Wow. Okay, then. That's it. I wish I had a better, you know me, Laura. You've been watching me long enough. I know you get what I'm saying. But that's it. I like this. I like this guy so far. He's got issues just like the rest of us. He's got trust issues. He's guarded. I didn't really get an avoidant energy from this guy, though, which is good. That's good. He may be slow to open up, but I think he will with that Page of Cups. I think he will. Yeah, you're changing that automatic default from, that Capricorn default from pessimistic to a little bit of optimism. So he does think you're fun to talk to. I'm getting that. I did get that with the cards that I saw. Let's see what the potential is for you guys to meet. Let's see how things look for you guys to meet. How do things look for Laura and this Capricorn to meet? How do things look for Laura and this Capricorn to meet? I'm seeing so many cards of him going from the blues out of the blues. I've seen so many cards in this shuffle of someone coming out of the blues. It is unbelievable, Laura. It's funny. Okay, it's just funny. And I get it. With my Capricorn moon, and I know you get it. You got a Capricorn placement. I get it. What does it look like for these two to meet? He's going to make excuses. I don't think it's going to happen, Laura. Why? He's super into you. Why? I think he's going to make excuses. He may weasel his way out of this thing, which is crazy. I think what I really pick up, Laura, is he may talk himself right out of this. Even though he wants to meet you. Yeah, he's trying to talk himself out of this. Oh, Lord. Okay. Ultimately, is it going to happen or not? Yeah. He's going to hem-haw around though, Laura. He's going to hem-haw around about it. All right. Ultimately, what I feel like is he's going to hem-haw around and then he's going to go, oh, wait, I regret that. And then he's going to come back around and go, can we meet? Can we just meet? You guys will. But he's going to hem-haw around about it. It's not going to be where you guys make plans to meet in 2 weeks and you guys meet. No. It's going to be a complicated thing. How will this go? What's the future between these two once they meet? Once they meet, how will that be? Once they meet, how will that be? Once they meet. Lovers, Ace of Cups, Temperance. He's just being a fuckwad. He's being a Capricorn. That's what I got. Keep me posted, Laura. That's what I got. That's what I got. You're welcome, love. I know, right? It's like, are you kidding me? All right, so this is Ren who asked for some advice. Let's timestamp. All right, what does Ren need to know about advice? Give me some advice for Ren. 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 Give me advice for Ren. What does Ren need to know? What does Ren need to know? What does Ren need to know? It is chai tea. What does Ren need to know? What does Ren need to know? So the advice will just be whatever it is. We don't. It may or may not be about love. Okay. We never know on those advice ones. That's why we price them that way. What does Ren need to know? Don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of letting something go and welcoming something new. I had the Death card and the Ace of Swords. I think if you'll let one thing go, there's something you need to release. All right? There's something you need to release. And it's a perfect time to do it. Tomorrow is a full moon. What does Ren need to know? But there's something that if you release this, you're going to have a major breakthrough and a major win. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see what else we can find out for you, Ren. Yep. There is something here that you're actually holding yourself back in some way. Okay. You may be holding on to something that is not working out the way that you would like. If you'll release, and actually what you're doing, okay, by holding on to this, you're actually sabotaging your own success. You have more choices than you think you do. You have more power in this than you think you do. It is true that you can't make a thing happen. You can't make a person be with you. You can't make a situation work for you. But what you can do is remove yourself from it and manifest something that can. Okay? Don't be afraid to release it. It is very hard to release something. But once you release it, you'll feel immediately better and you will have the breakthrough and the triumph and the clarity that you need to turn over a new leaf. So what I'm picking up is if you'll release this thing that's not working for you, you'll find something better and you'll be glad you did. You'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe I was hung up on that. You are welcome, Sharon. You are absolutely welcome. You are absolutely welcome. I hope that helped you. You're more powerful than you realize. You're more powerful than you realize. Turn the tables, my love. Turn the tables. You can do it. This Magician card, this is you, not here. Take back control of your life. Stop letting other people tell you what's going to be happening in your life. You get to decide. Getting back in the driver's seat. And if somebody else is not doing it for you, baby, move forward toward, go blaze your own trail. All right? There will be plenty of people that will. And if they don't, guess what? You'll do it for yourself. And that's what matters the most anyway. I promise you that. I hope that helped you, Ren. I hope that helped you. Calico, that was you. Chai tea. I'm going to put you after Nitra. I'm glad you asked too, Love Bug. I hope that helped you, babes. Stacy is up next. All right, let's see what we got. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sharon. I appreciate you. All right. Stacy Boo, are you here, Love Bug? She might have popped over to Uncle's. I don't know. I can't be mad at her if she did. There she is, my love. All right, Stacy Boo. Let's see what's going on with you. Let me timestamp for you. If he's still live, I'm going to pop over there when I finish, but he probably won't be. All right. All right, my love. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about it, Stacy Boo. I'm going to read it, okay? Just want to know why men never pick me. Rodney ignores me, and other available men act like I am not even a choice when all the single women reject them. Let me see something, Stacy. I'm going to see something. How does Stacy see herself at a subconscious level? How does Stacy see herself at a subconscious level? How does Stacy, I have a reason for asking that, Stacy. How does Stacy see herself at a subconscious level? Go deep. Go to the subconscious. Go deep to the subconscious. Go to the subconscious. How does Stacy see herself? How does Stacy see herself at a subconscious level? Go deep. Go below the surface. How does Stacy see herself at a subconscious level? How does Stacy see herself at a subconscious level? Okay, Stacy, let's talk. I've got the Two of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Stacy, Before you answer my question, I want you to think. Don't answer this. I want you to stop and breathe and think before you do, and really think about this. Down deep, do you think that you're destined to be rejected and single? Down deep. Do you think that's your destiny? Down deep. It's just written in the cards for me to be single and not to be chosen. I believe, Stacy, go with me down this road a little bit, Stacy. If we have wounds from our past, whether it's romantic heartbreaks, childhood trauma, being bullied by kids at school, some sort of traumatic event, and those things can, when left unprocessed, and most of us don't process those, we repress the emotions associated with that, okay? And what happens over time is we have these subconscious beliefs that happen. And so when we have these subconscious beliefs about ourselves, energetically, we are literally putting it out there for people not to choose us. We are energetically taking ourselves off the market whenever we think we're destined to be single or never somebody. And let me say this is a very hard position to be in. The position you're in, Stacy, is a very tough position to be in because it's like a vicious circle. Okay, because here's what happens. We'll go through not being chosen or being rejected. We'll go through that experience a number of times. And then that will solidify our belief that we are never going to be chosen. And so then we start creating subconsciously more situations where we are rejected or not chosen. So it's a vicious cycle and a very difficult one to break. But what I feel like is that you have this subconscious belief that you've got to work through from a shadow work perspective. The reason people do not see you as a potential romantic partner is because you don't see that in yourself at a subconscious level. At a conscious level, you know you're a good choice. You know you're a good woman. You know you bring a lot to the table. You could give someone a lot of love. You could be nurturing and loving and supportive and all the great things. But at a subconscious level, there's something within you that thinks you don't deserve it or that you're not worthy of it or that nobody will ever pick you for whatever reason. So you've got what we refer to as cognitive dissonance between your subconscious and your conscious self, all right? And you have got this self-defeating toxic belief about yourself. And when I say that there's toxicity, I'm not saying you're mean. That's not what I'm saying at all. Toxicity can just be unhealed wounds, all right? And it can keep us in chains, which is often what the devil card speaks to. And it can keep us in these self-defeating patterns, okay? And so this is going to require you to do some deep digging and some gut-wrenching shadow work to break these patterns. And this is not easy, but I do believe you can do it. I do absolutely believe that you can do it. All right. So I think that's your issue. To answer your question, I think that's why people are not choosing you. And let me tell you what you got to do. It starts with you choosing yourself. And by that, I mean the shadow work, choosing to take a step back and invest in yourself. Why? Because you're worth it. You're worth being chosen. You got to choose yourself first, and then other people will choose you. But you got to dig deeper. You've got to go to the root of these issues, these self-defeating beliefs. All right. It requires shadow work. It requires more than time. It requires time plus work. But I am a walking, talking poster child for the fact that shadow work works. Yes, you've got to see yourself as a quality person. You've got to put that out there. And that's that's a subconscious thing. At a conscious level, you know you're a quality person, but at a subconscious level, which is where those unhealed wounds are, Stacy, that's your issue, my love. I really highly recommend, Stacy, for you to get on a shadow work journey. In fact, Stacy, are you on my Patreon? Well, I have a whole section devoted to shadow work on my Patreon. There's about 60 videos on that. And I'm not trying to sell you something. I'm fixing to give it to you. I'm going to give you a free month, Stacy, to Phoenix Rising over on Patreon. I've got to look on your thing and get your email. All right. Which email do you want me to use? The one with Pepper in it or the one with 324 in it? To send you a link. And I'm going to send this to you for free. I'm going to give you a free month, Stacy. Let me go ahead and do that right now. And I want you to delve into the shadow work stuff. Okay. See, there you go, Michelle. You're trying to phase out 324, so I'll do the other one. All right. Oh, there you are. You're set up on my contacts. Okay. This is a free month of Phoenix Rising. And I want you to go to the collection called Shadow Work, and I want you to delve in deep. Thank you so much, Michelle, for that feedback. I want you to delve in deep. I believe I just sent it to your email. Let me make sure. Yes. Okay. Let me make sure that link is in there. Yes, it is. Okay, good. And that'll give you a free month, Stacy. I want you to do that. All right. And that is because I care about people. I want to see people heal. And I want to see you feel better about yourself and project that energy outward so that other people will see it. Many times people do not see our value because we don't see it ourselves at a subconscious level. And that's why I asked the questions the way I did. I hope that helps you, love. Thank you, Michelle. You totally got this, Stacy. I have so much faith in you. There you go, green-eyed devil. I love that. So, Stacy, I hope that helped you. Because I think that's your issue. I think that's the root of the problem. All right, my love. Thank you for being here, as always. And Caroline, you are after Calico. You're not okay. Okay. That's fair. It's a lot. Sometimes we feel better after a good night's rest. I will say that, Stacy. I hope that helped you. All right. So we've got Michelle up next. Michelle paid for some advice. This is Michelle with one L. All right. All right, let's see here. All right, let me get some advice for Michelle for January. Give me 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 some advice for Michelle for January. You're coming back from something, Michelle. You can come back from anything. It's not how many times you fall, baby cakes. It's how many times you get back up. Michelle, that's coming out for you. Remember, you have the power to transmute. You have the power to turn lemons into lemonade. You have the power to turn what was negative into positive, all right? You've got more options than you think you do, all right? You might have to think outside the box and get creative, but you absolutely are the comeback kid. Make no mistake. I see you being a phoenix rising out of the ashes over something here. You can absolutely come back from anything. What else does Michelle need to know for January? Don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of the fire. It's just transforming you. Don't be afraid of it. I'm also getting, there's something that you need. Okay, listen to me, Michelle. There is something that you are probably going to be faced with. You're going to be real tempted to keep your mouth shut, to speak the peace. Oh, wow. I love that. I love that. You're going to be in a position where you feel like you should keep your mouth shut to keep the peace. That's not going to keep the peace, because the peace is not going to be inside of you. Don't be afraid to advocate and speak up for yourself, because if you don't do that, what happens is people will start treating you like a doormat, and then it'll fester up inside you and build resentments. So know the difference. We can speak our piece in a peaceful way, but at the same time, sometimes you just got to speak your piece and not hold your tongue. All right. I get money getting better for you. Your money flow is improving in January too. I get hard work, but I get it paying off. You're definitely coming into some better times, Michelle, for January. All right. January is definitely a pickup month in general, but especially, I believe, around money, possibly even health. I don't read for health, but if I see that Five of Pentacles in reverse many times, I will speak to that. Major rite of passage, major accomplishment here. I love this. A lot of happiness. This is a celebratory card. I love that. Michelle, that's great. I hope that helps you. Love bug. Yeah, it's about the get up, not the fall down. Exactly. Well, that world card is a major completion of a majorly tough cycle. Okay. Ready for the next phase of the journey. There's a lot of joy, a lot of self-awareness, a lot of relief. It's definitely passing the test, or the rite of passage, right? I love that. I love that for you. Beautiful. Awesome sauce. Thank you, Michelle. And now we go to Michelle with 2 L's. Michelle, my bell. And you sent me the email. I've got it, love. Let me timestamp for you, baby cakes. Hold on. All right, here we go. All right, Michelle, my bell. Big changes, right? Working on rebuilding, building a friendship/relationship with a Cappy, Jeffrey from Nevada, trying to go slow, just with kind of like a bit of advice, because I also have a few other people coming in out of the woodworks. I really like him. And then second, job related, what I should pursue. I have a few options in line. All right, let's see. First, we're going to talk about Jeffrey. Let's see about Jeffrey. What does Michelle need to know about Jeffrey? Yes, it has been a while. What does Michelle need to know about Jeffrey the Capricorn? What does Michelle need to know about Jeffrey the Capricorn? What does Michelle need to know about Jeffrey the Capricorn? What does Michelle need to know about Jeffrey the Capricorn? Hangman. Slow and steady. The friendship/relationship is a good approach. What does Michelle need to know about Jeffrey from Nevada, the Capricorn? Strength reverse. 10 of Wands in reverse. He's going through a tough cycle, or somebody is. You may both be, all right? There's a tough cycle here where right now, you guys, it's good that you guys are going slow, all right? That's prudent. There's a lot of self-reflection and inner work going on here, okay? And right now, friendship more so than relationship, because I think strength reversed, one or both of you are not in a real good place. Will the tough cycle end? Yes. That's why the 10 of Wands is here in the reverse. Okay. But he's attracted to you. He's attracted to you, but prudence, man, prudence. And I'm going to tell you this: you guys are going to be tempted to go physical. And this is correct. I am not the moral police. I'm not, but I kind of feel like that for some reason, you're getting advice to take it slow on the physical side of things as well. All right. You guys have attraction to each other. All right. But think about, you guys are super attracted to each other sexually. But here's what I'm getting, Michelle. Hold back on that, because what will happen, according to my cards, what will happen is if you get physically involved, it's going to cause everything to be energetically discombobulated. So keep things friendly, keep things light. You guys are both very physically attracted to each other. I feel like it's on both sides. Okay. But hold back on that as well and let things unfold organically. Let him and you both work through whatever this issue is, right? I don't think that he's a bad dude. I don't think he's a bad dude at all. He's not in a real good place though. All right. He's not. Let him work through his issues. Let him work through his issues. But yeah, is he a bad dude? No, he's not a bad dude. But that's what I got for him. So, Michelle, on the job thing, you had asked me what to pursue. So you got to be specific. Okay. In other words, like you said, you've got a few options, and I can do like option 1 and option 2, but I can't, like, the cards are not going to tell you what to do, but they can speak to, if you like, option number 1 might be, I don't know, a job working at ABC company. Option number 2 might be a job at XYZ company. And I can like differentiate the energies there. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. That helps. Let's see what we've got. Give me a 3-card spread on the construction industry. Give me a 3-card specific spread on Michelle doing the construction industry. Give me a 3-card spread. I want something specific. 3-card. Don't fuck around with me, deck. I want to get a 3-card spread on Michelle going into the construction industry. 3-card spread going into the construction industry. It will start out bumpy, but it's going to, Michelle, it's going to start out with some obstacles. Okay. But it will get better. And over time, I think you'll do fine. But it's going to take a while. If you do construction, it's going to start out rocky. All right. But I do feel like that they are straight up with you. I don't feel like they're, yeah, it's going to start out rocky and then get better. All right. That's construction. Okay. Let's look at education. What about education? What about education? What about education? What about education? Give me a 3-card spread. What about education? 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 don't think you would. I don't think that would be lasting. I don't think that would go well. It looks like a lot of stress, and I don't think the pay is that good, and I think it's a lot of stress that you would ultimately want to walk away from, Michelle. Yeah, I think you would throw in the towel on this. All right. So education is not really looking good. All right. What was the other one? Caregiver. Okay. Let's look at caregiver. Give me a 3-card spread. Oh, really? Okay. Give me a 3-card spread on caregiver. Give me a 3-card spread on caregiver. Give me a 3-card spread on caregiver. Give me a 3-card spread on caregiver, please. Give me a 3-card spread on caregiver for Michelle. Give me a 3-card spread on caregiver. A lot of work, but rewarding. A lot of work, rewarding in other ways, but not monetarily. I think you're passionate about it, but I don't think the money is that good, and it looks stressful. A lot of work. So the winner is construction, and what I get about construction is this. I think that there's honesty there. I think the money might not start out that well, but I think it will get better over time. It will get smoother over time, if that makes sense. Ah, okay. I think your brother's honest with you. I will say that. I did get that your brother is, straight up. Yeah, it's going to start out weird, and then the tables turn. It's going to start out, and you're going to think it's stagnant, okay, or whatever. Oh, really? Oh, wow, that's crazy. ADHD and autism. Yeah. But I get that he's going to be fair with you. I get that he's going to be fair with you. And I kind of feel like this is going to help both of you out. You balance him. See, I think this is going to help both of you out. I think it's going to help him, and it's going to help you. So this looks like a mutually beneficial thing. I just think it's going to start out, and you may feel like he's not paying you right, but I think he'll pay you better. I don't know if that makes sense or not. You'll have to let me know. But Michelle, that's what I'm picking up. I hope that helped you, love. Good. And thank you, Michelle, as always. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. And Anastasia, I think she booked straight through PayPal. I'm going to go over to PayPal and see what I can find out. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Okay. We were on Anastasia. Okay, let's go to Anastasia because she had sent me a. Let's see here. Didn't you, Anastasia? Why is it not showing up? I got a notification, Anastasia. I know you sent me money, my love, but I can't find it on here. What the heck is wrong with me? Anastasia, where'd you send it to? Did you send me a Cash App, Anastasia? Why can't I find it? Am I losing my mind? All right, let me go over to my emails. Hang on. Okay. Okay, you sent it. Here it is right here from PayPal. All right, I found it. Oh, really, Green Eyed Devil. Okay. Okay. I got an email from it. I just didn't see it on PayPal. PayPal's time is screwed up. That's what's wrong. They've got this stuff coming in at like 3 o'clock, and I know good and damn well it didn't come in at no 3 o'clock. What in the crazy train is going on? Well, I know you sent it because I got an email. All right. Let's check on Emma's feelings because I saw it on the email where you put it. Oh, Michelle, she was answering me on another matter. All right, let's check in on Emma. And let me timestamp for you, Anastasia. All right, here we go, Anastasia. All right. Give me Emma, the Pisces. Emma, the Pisces, toward Anastasia, the Cancer. Give me Emma, the Pisces, toward Anastasia, the Cancer. Give me Emma, the Pisces, toward Anastasia, the Cancer. Give me Emma, the Pisces. Emma, the Pisces, toward Anastasia, the Cancer. 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 Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Strength reversed. Three of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Eight of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Why is the Strength reversed? Six of Pentacles, Emperor. Has she gone through something rough lately, Anastasia? I feel like this, Anastasia. I think something has gotten her at a place where she's not her best, but I see her working through whatever this is. All right. I see her working through something, and I feel like I don't know if she's opened up to you about this. If not, she will. I get that she's been open about it, but if not, she will be. Page of Cups, she's going to talk to you about it. She is working on herself. She's working through something that's got her in a bad place. She's going to come out a stronger person from this. Okay. I do feel like with this Page of Wands that she's trying to remain optimistic, but she's going through something right now that's a little bit rough. It may be work related with the Eight of Pentacles here coming out. Yeah, I think it is work related. She's coming out of this though. Whatever it is, Five of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something work related or maybe money related that she went through, but she is absolutely going to dig herself out of this. She's a very resolute, strong person. Like there's a determination. Oh, really? Wow. Last night must have been the night for weird dreams, Anastasia. I had a crazy ass dream that made no sense either. Nonetheless, and I never dream stuff. I had actually had two dreams, which is insane. I never remember stuff like that. Nonetheless, Anastasia, oh, she's got a work person that's a bit unbearable. That's going to go away. That person is going to go away in some way. That's going to resolve itself. She may end up changing jobs or going somewhere to work somewhere different, or the other person may. I get that there's a major change, but that she's the comeback kid. But she's very determined to work through whatever this is. She's so I know she's a Pisces, but I swear to God, Anastasia, she's got some earth in there somewhere. She's got some I don't give up for nothing energy somewhere in that chart. You tell me if I'm wrong, Anastasia. Really, Laura, that's crazy. She's tenacious as far as overcoming shit. I like her so much, Anastasia. I really like her. Yeah, look at the bottom of the deck. Resilience. Turning negatives into positives. Literally. She's the comeback kid, whatever this is. I think it must really have her in a bad place, but she's going to get through this. She is going to work through this. She does not give up for nothing. She got some earth in there somewhere. Probably Taurus or Capricorn. I'm getting a real determined, strong, steadfast energy from her. She's like, I am not going to let this situation get me. Good for her. I know you ask about her feelings. Tell me about her feelings. Four of Wands. Her feelings for you are pretty solid. She wants things to get better in her life, but she's absolutely ready to make things happen with you. All right. Six of Cups. Oh, how sweet is that? That is such a sweetness. When I specifically pulled for her feelings, look what I got. The Four of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Magician, the Six of Cups, and the Sun. You know what I feel like with that Six of Swords? I think she has some, she has two Taurus and one Virgo. There you go. Anastasia, I think that your vibe around her, your peace, you bring peace toward her. I think she has, when she comes towards you, peace, right? When she comes towards you, peace. It's like you're her safe place. That's what I feel like. That's why that Six of Swords was there. It's like you're her safe place. I love that. right? So that's what I got. That's what I got. I hope that helps you, Anastasia. I hope that helps you. I really like her. All right. Next up is Nitra. Let's see what we've got here. This is DG. And DG, I need your question, my love. Did you send me a There she is. Hey, love bug. All right, DG. You can put your question here or you can email me. Sometimes people email me the questions because it doesn't always show up in the chat. So you can try putting it in the chat, and if it doesn't come up, then we can wow. What about the chakras? What about the chakras, Anastasia? 6 and 7. Like 6 and 7 is a thing right now. But what about the sixth? What is the seventh chakra, the sixth and the seventh chakra? I'd be curious. It keeps deleting it. If you want to, email me, love, and I can get it on my email real quick. If you want to, here's my email. I don't know. I don't know, Anastasia. That's just what came to mind. The 6, 7. I feel that in my 6, 7. I don't know. But DG, did you send me an email yet? There it is. I got you. All right, DG. Okay. So let me go to your question. I cut my Cap Aquarius off again yesterday. Hold on, let me timestamp. I just realized. I got you, DG. Okay. I just cut my Capricorn Aquarius off again yesterday because something isn't adding up with him. He went silent after I cut him off. Am I the third party? What's up with him or us? All right, my love, let's see what we can find out for you. What's up with this Cap Aquarius? toward DG. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? The Cap Aquarius toward DG. The Cap Aquarius toward DG. What's going on here? The Cap Aquarius toward DG. 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 The Cap Aquarius toward GD. Does he have a baby mama, DG? Is there a baby mama that you know of? No kids. Here's what I think, DG. Is there an ex that he could be going back to? I think there is an ex here. I think there is somebody that he had Splitsville with that he is going back to and he's involved with. And what's crazy is I do feel like he will come toward you again. I think he's going to come toward you again. And I don't think he's going to be completely upfront with you about everything that maybe have happened. Yeah, you're going to hear from this guy. Why is the Five of Swords here in the reverse? Three of Cups. He's going to try to reconcile with you. But he's involved with somebody. He's involved with somebody. And I feel like it's somebody that he's got history with. I feel like it's an ex. What may be happening, DG, is I feel like this ex is probably in and out of his life. And I think that's when he gets weird. I think that's when his communication gets squirrely, is when the ex comes around. And I think that's who he's in love with. I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to find out. He may tell you. I think you're going to find out in some way, and it's going to make you rethink this. And yeah, I think you're going to bail, if that makes any sense. But you're not wrong. He's definitely not being completely upfront with you. Okay? That's what I got. So your intuition is pretty spot on, DG. Your intuition on that. You're not wrong. There's definitely more to that story. I think he's hung up on an ex, and I think this ex comes around, or he goes, I think that's when he gets squirrely on you. Was he ever married? Because whatever this was from his past was a serious relationship. I think he was married or in a long-term relationship. He may have lived with this person or something. And I think that's, and he may even move in and out from her. I mean, it's really is what I'm picking up, DG. I think that he is on again, off again with somebody that he at once, see, I get the impression they very well, I think they may live together sometimes. I don't think it's consistent though. I think he's in and out. But I do think sometimes there's a good possibility he lives there. And it looks toxic between those two. Yeah. So your spidey senses are yeah, right, green eye devil. So DJ, your spidey senses, chef's kiss. Yeah, you're picking it up for a reason. Mm, I think she's got both in her chart. She's got fire and air and Scorpio in her chart. I feel like, or eighth house stuff. She's got a lot of fire though. She's got a lot of fire with some air and water, probably Scorpio. Yeah, there's the air. Really? Green eye devil. These are the fire signs that I pulled. That's Aries right there. That's what I got, love. So your spidey senses, on point. On point. We feel those things for a reason. All right. So I hope that helped you, love. All right. We are on Calico. We are on Calico, and she emailed me. Let me get to your, let's see here what we got. Yeah, you sent for advice and then 2 questions. Okay, you sure did. You sent me 2 PayPals. So I got you, love, for all of that. Okay, so first let's get you some advice, Calico. Oh, let me times. Oh, yeah, I already did. Okay, here we go. Give me advice for Calico for January. Advice for Calico for January. Advice for Calico for January, please. Give me some advice for Calico for January. Give me advice for Calico for January. Advice for Calico for January. What does Calico need to focus on? What does she need to know? Give me some advice. Advice for Calico for January. 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 Don't get in a rush to make decisions. Take your time and get to know people. and let things unfold organically. Your intuition is never going to steer you wrong. I have two distinct energies here. It's very interesting that you've asked about two different people. And they're both coming in as kings, and you're in the middle here. With this Temperance card, this is you. And you're being advised to weigh things carefully and not to make a rash decision. One of these is an X, and one of these is stable. The X, and you had mentioned an X. The X is glamorous and dynamic and hot and emotionally immature. The other one is stable. And for you, that almost feels boring. And the reason is because you are vibrationally aligned with, you mistake chaos for chemistry and challenges for excitement and interest, okay? So take a step back and ask yourself, what is making you tick? Okay. The challenge, the chaos, the excitement, or the stability. So it's time to take a step back and do some internal reflection on why you're turned on by someone who is emotionally unavailable and problematic. And do some inner work to get yourself in a better energetic vibration so that you're no longer attracted to chaos. Your picker might be a little bit broken. Your picker might be a little bit broken. Nothing wrong with that, but you can fix it. You got to fix it, okay? You absolutely got to fix it, and you can. You absolutely can. So that's what I got on your advice. That got kind of deep, didn't it? All right, so let's go with your questions. Ed came around strong and made it official and then ghosted me. Why does he do this? We've already had a little bit of a peek at Ed, but we will see what we get with that. And then we've got a new guy, Sam. We'll find out about him as well. Let's look at Ed. What's going on with Ed? What's going on with Ed? What's going on with Ed? Why does Ed do this? Why does Ed do this? He will come back around, you know. 3 of Swords. He's an avoidant. He will come back around, but ultimately his problem is emotional vulnerability. He's an avoidant. Okay. So he's a runner. He's a runner. He has probably abandonment issues with this Three of Swords that he has not addressed. He has repressed those. He's not dealt with them. That's why the Eight of Swords is here in the reverse. But he will come around. Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Page of Cups, and he'll apologize, but King of Cups in reverse. He'll run again because emotional vulnerability is an issue. He does not like to make himself emotionally available because that is vulnerability, and that is scary for someone that is an avoidant. So he absolutely will communicate with you, and then he will bail again. So the short answer, he will come back around again if you allow him to. And if you allow him to, he will bail again because you have allowed him to. So the long answer to that is the reason he does that is because you allow him to, if he does it again. Okay. Because if he does it again, it means you let him back in. You can't fix this guy. There's not a darn thing you can do. Reassuring an avoidant is really not going to help. The best thing for him is to hold his feet to the fire when he comes around again, and don't let him in again, and make him face his issues. He's not going to like that. And he's going to scream and cry and everything else. Okay. Because it's painful, but he's got to face his issues, and he don't want to do that. All right. So yeah, he's avoidant, and he is going to continue this pattern as long as you let him. This is a him problem. It's not a you problem. It's a him problem. It's only a you problem if you let him keep doing it. It's only a you problem if you let him keep doing it. Does that make sense? But that's what's up. That's why he does this. That's why he does this. But yeah, this King of Cups in reverse can mean so many different things. Certainly emotional vulnerability, lack of emotional availability, lack of emotional intelligence, certainly can be emotional manipulation. It can be a lot of things, none of which are good, but we lack emotional maturity because we have not done the inner work to become self-aware and to be emotionally responsible. He's not that either. Because if he were responsible with his emotions, he wouldn't bail out on you, because that's hurtful, right? That's not considerate. So yeah, all of those things. Yeah, he got those from somebody else. Well, it doesn't have to be annoying. It doesn't have to be annoying, Calico. It absolutely does not. Because you can cut it off at the pass. Yes, it's annoying if you entertain it. Exactly. Let's see about Sam. What's the tea on Sam? Let's find out, love bug. What's the tea on Sam, the new guy? 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 What's the tea on Sam toward Calico? How is Sam coming toward Calico? He's an avoidant. Sam's an avoidant. He's going to come on strong, and then he's going to do the same damn thing. And we're going to talk about that. Sam is an avoidant, though. We're going to talk about why that is. He's going to come towards you, and then he's going to vanish. Knight of Cups, Eight of Wands in reverse, Nine of Cups in the reverse. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Yeah, look. Let's talk about it, Calico. Let's talk about it. I'm going to talk about why you've got another avoidant in your life. There is a meme, and there is so much truth to this. And it says you'll keep having the same experience over and over again until you learn the lesson. And the lesson is it's not them, it's you. Does that mean you deserve to be dumped and ghosted? Not at all. But what you are doing is subconsciously choosing people to recreate the same experience because you are in vibrational alignment with it. But you can absolutely, yes. But I'm going to answer that, why you attract avoidance. I'm going to answer you right now. And what I'm also going to do, Calico, for you, I can answer you a lot better if I put you on my Patreon. And I'm going to give you a free month of Patreon. And I've got your email. I'm going to do that right now. And I'm going to tell you which video. It's really not about boundaries. All right. It's really deeper than that. There is a specific video on my Patreon that I want you to watch. And it's going to answer that question. Okay. Let me go here. I'm fixing to give you a month free. Because there's a certain video, you need to do some shadow work, but I want you to, there's a video that you got to start with. That's got to be the first one you start with. Hold on a minute. I'm going to email this to you right now. All right, so Calico, there is a video I want you to watch. When you go over to my Patreon, Calico, you're going to see a category. There's different collections, and there's a section called shadow work. There's 60 videos in there. I want you to find the video, do a search on the one that is why we attract the wrong people. And I want you to watch that video. And that's going to tell you why you're attracting avoidance. And then I want you to start watching the other shadow work videos and do the work to get yourself out of vibrational alignment with this. But rather than, I could sit here and go through it all, and I'm not trying to sell you something. That's why I gave you that free link. All right. Because I'm not, I'm passionate. I want to see people heal. Okay. But I want you to have the information. You deserve it. You've been, I've been reading for you for a long time. You're a loyal, faithful subscriber of mine, and you have supported my business. And the least I can do is give you a free month of Patreon so you can watch this stuff. That's going to answer that question in more detail and in a more thorough way than I can do for purposes of a mini read. So how about if we do that? How about if we do that, Calico? Is that a deal? Will that work for you if I put you onto that? And quite honestly, Calico, that video is more comprehensive. It's going to include everything you need to hear. And I'm afraid if I try to explain it to you here, I'll leave stuff out and it'll be piecemeal. And you deserve to have the whole thing. Yes, why we attract the wrong people. And wrong is in quotation marks. In fact, let me see if I can find it. Let me go find that video. Let me go under shadow. Where the hell is it? Shadow work, emotional healing. Well, let's see. Let me just do a search. Where can I search this? Posts. All right, let me do it this way. Okay, here we go. Here it is right here. Why we picked the wrong people. All right, I'm fixing to send you the link to this thing. Hang on a minute. Copy post link. Yep, I'm going to send this to you on your email. Here is this is the video that I want you to watch, but it won't let you watch it until you join, but you can join for free. So that's the actual video that I want you to watch. Yeah, it's why what did I say? Why we picked the wrong people? I forgot. But anyway, yeah. So I want you to watch that. It's not that long either. That video is not that long. It's like 12 minutes. So, I mean, it's quick, you know. So that's what I got. Caroline. Is Caroline here? You are welcome. You are welcome, Calico. But take advantage of this month. Start with that one and then just dig the hell in. But is Caroline here? Caroline, if you're here, let me know. All right. I saw that. I saw your email. And that's what I'm glad you're here, Caroline. I wanted to ask you. All right, so you did email me and you paid me for a 3-question reading and an advice. Now, what you paid me for was like a pre-recorded personal reading, which I can do. And that email that you sent, I can incorporate all that into your pre-recorded. I can get you some advice here publicly and then do your pre-recorded outside of, you know, like, and when I do the pre-recorded ones, I do that and I send you an email. I'll email you a link to it when I do that. Because you actually paid me for a full-fledged 3-question reading plus advice. So if you're okay with that, I'll do your advice now. And then we'll get into the details of the stuff that you ask about through the email and on your questions that you sent. Let me know if that works for you, Caroline. I got to plug my phone in because it's dying. And we can do that if that's okay with you, Caroline. I forgot to do something. Hang on. Caroline, I am so confused. Okay. I don't know if she's not here. She might be behind in the chat. There she is. Okay. Hey, Caroline. Let me know what you want me to do. I think she may be behind in the chat. You know how we'll get behind on the live? I've done that before. I do that at Uncle's, and then I'll be sitting there responding to something he said a minute ago, and I'll be like, duh. I hear you, green-eyed devil. I know. I know. I was just thinking that same thing. Sweet Caroline, bum, bum, bum. Good times never seem so good. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da, sweet Caroline. Mm-mm-mm. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and pull some advice for Caroline. And then, Caroline, I'm going to do your 3-question reading on pre-recorded. All right. Oh, is it off? Really, Calico? Okay. Maybe it's, sometimes it does that. Sometimes there's like a long delay. I'm the queen. No, that would be me, green-eyed devil. I'm the queen of the late response. You can be the princess of the late response, but I get to be the queen. I'll look up and I'll be like, it'll say like on the thing, it'll say like minus, 40. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Give me some advice for Caroline. Give me some advice for Caroline, please. Give me some advice for Caroline. 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 What does Caroline need to know? What does Caroline need to know? What does Caroline need to know? Give me some January advice for Caroline. Tower reversed. Advice for Caroline. Wow. Advice for Caroline. Give me advice for Caroline. Give me advice for Caroline. Give me advice for Caroline. get is this. You are tempted to move forward with something. I don't know what it is. I feel like this may be romantic, but there is more information that you don't know. It's best to hold back. There is some sort of potential disaster, tower in the reverse. And so I'm kind of getting resist the urge to move forward. Yes, absolutely. Take a step back, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes on romance altogether. All right. Focus on you, focus on your own journey, your own healing, possibly work. All right. Yeah. Focus on your own healing. It's time to invest in yourself. And put romance on the back burner altogether. I think, yeah, you're dealing with folks that are not emotionally mature and not emotionally available. You've got some unhealed wounds yourself. All right. I think it's going to be very tempting to move forward, but I think what's going to happen is you're going to end up holding the bag with either one of these folks that you're into, either one of them. We will get more detail on this when I do your personal reading, Caroline, but I absolutely feel like you are advised to absolutely pump the brakes on love altogether and pour into yourself. Absolutely. So that's what I'm picking up. And I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you, Caroline. I will do that reading for you in a pre-recorded. Absolutely. And we'll get details about your love life, but I absolutely feel like that you are, you're being advised to hold off altogether and focus on you. At any rate, that's what I got. That's what's up. So I think I'm going to call it a night. Good night, Michelle, my belle. You're fine, green-eyed devil. I'm going to pop in a minute, too. How long's he been on? Oh, I'm sorry, green-eyed devil. It just hit me. I didn't get it. Oh, you don't know about Uncle L? Calico. He's my homie. Uncle L is awesome sauce. I'm fixing to put his chat channel in, his channel link in the I'm going to get the channel link for you so you can go subscribe. But Calico, go subscribe to this man. He's amazing. He is amazing. I'm fixing to put it in the chat right now. Oh, so he probably hadn't been on that long. Oh, okay, good. You will absolutely, Michelle, my belle, you need to go subscribe to anybody listening to me. Let me tell you something. This man is psychic. He's amazing, but he's also fun and funny, and he's got just a really nice vibe. But we've been kicking it for a while, haven't we, Green Eye Devil? Me and Uncle been kicking it probably 6 or 8 months. And he's kind of like me. He doesn't trust a lot of people in the community, but he's the real deal. He's good. He's good. I have the utmost respect for Uncle. He really does care about the community. And he's a Taurus sun, Scorpio moon, Leo rising. And we give him hell. We give him fits. But we have a good time. But that's where I chill at night. He goes live in the evenings, late at night. And apparently he just went live. So I'm going to pop over to his chat in a minute as soon as I get timestamps up. And so, yeah, definitely go subscribe to him, Calico. Yeah, he's Soul Tribe. He's absolutely Soul Tribe. Yes, definitely. But he's live right now. So if you go in there, tell him we said that we're on our way. All right. I love y'all. I'm going to call it a night. Good night, everybody. See you guys next time. Bye, y'all.